Imagine an empire so powerful that kings trembled at its name. An empire that commanded 1,000 dragons. An empire whose sorcerers shaped fire itself. And then, in a single day, it vanished. No survivors, no armies, no warming. Only ash, only screams, and a question that still haunts the world of Westeros. What really destroyed Valyria? And what if the doom wasn't an accident? Long before the Iron Throne, long before the rise of the Seven Kingdoms, before the wars of kings, before dragons ruled the skies of Westeros, there was only one true superpower in the known world, the Freehold of Valyria. To many, it was paradise. To others, it was hell wrapped in gold. A civilization of dragon lords, blood magic, slavery, conquest, and unimaginable ambition. For nearly 5,000 years, Valyria dominated the world. And then, in one horrifying moment, it fell. But the deeper you study Valyria, the more one terrifying possibility begins to emerge. Maybe the doom wasn't natural. Maybe Valyria destroyed itself. The rise of Valyria. Long before Valyria ruled the world, the Valyrians were nothing special. They were humble shepherds living among the volcanic peninsula known as the 14 Flames. 14 massive volcanoes, always burning, always alive. Most men feared this land, but the Valyrians didn't. They embraced it. And somewhere in that fire, they discovered dragons. No one knows exactly how. Some claim they found dragon eggs in the mountains. Others whispered darker things, that dragons were not discovered, but created. Born of blood magic, born of fire, born of sacrifice. Whatever the truth, the Valyrians became something no other civilization had ever seen. Dragon lords. Men and women who could command living weapons of destruction. And with dragons came conquest. The birth of an empire. With dragon fire at their command, Valyria expanded rapidly. Kingdom after kingdom fell. Cities burned, armies disappeared, and those who resisted became slaves. Millions were taken, entire cultures erased. The mighty empire of Gis, once considered unbeatable, challenged Valyria in a series of brutal wars. But against dragons, stone walls meant nothing. Soldiers meant nothing. Even civilizations meant nothing. Gis was destroyed, its cities burned, its people broken. And from that moment, everyone understood one truth. No one fights Valyria and wins. The dark side of Valyria. But Valyria's power came at a price. Behind its golden cities and towering dragon lords, there was horror. The mines beneath the 14 Flames were filled with slaves, men, women, children, forced to dig deep beneath volcanic earth. Most never returned. Ancient accounts speak of horrific conditions: poisoned air, molten stone, bodies consumed by fire. Some slaves whispered that deeper in the mines, something else existed, something ancient, something alive. And then there were the sorcerers. Valyria wasn't just built on dragons, it was built on magic, blood magic, fire rituals, forbidden knowledge, the kind of power that always demands payment. And Valyria paid for centuries. The Dragon Lords. At the height of its power, around 40 noble families ruled Valyria. Each house controlled dragons. Each house wanted more power, more territory, more wealth, more influence. And as history has always shown, when powerful families share power, they eventually turn on each other. Political rivalries, secret alliances, marriage pacts, assassinations, hidden wars. Valyria may have looked united from the outside, but inside, it may have already been rotting. And that matters, because what came next may not have been caused by nature. It may have been caused by ambition. The Doom. Then came the day the world changed forever, the Doom of Valyria. No exact date, no surviving eyewitness accounts, only fragments and fear. The earth shook, the skies turned black, the sea boiled, mountains exploded, the 14 flames erupted all at once. Fire consumed cities, stone melted, dragons fell from the sky, and the greatest empire in history was erased. Entire bloodlines vanished, thousands of dragons gone, millions dead. In a single day, Valyria ceased to exist. Even centuries later, the land remains cursed. Sailors avoid it, explorers disappear, and those who return sometimes wish they hadn't. The survival of House Targaryen. Yet one family survived, House Targaryen, not because they were stronger, not because they were smarter, because they left. Just 12 years before the Doom, Daenerys Targaryen, known as Daenerys the Dreamer, experienced a prophetic vision. She saw Valyria destroyed in fire. Her father listened, and House Targaryen abandoned Valyria for Dragonstone. Many mocked them, some saw it as cowardice, but 12 years later, everyone else was dead, and suddenly the Targaryens became the last dragon lords in the world. Coincidence? Maybe. Or maybe they knew more than they ever admitted. Theories behind the Doom. Now here's where things get truly dark, because George R.R. Martin never fully explains what caused the Doom. And that leaves us with terrifying possibilities. Theory 1. Natural catastrophe. The official explanation is volcanic disaster. The 14 flames erupted, the earth cracked. Nature won. Possible? Absolutely. But all 14 volcanoes erupting together at exactly the same time, that's difficult to ignore. Theory 2. Blood magic gone wrong. Valyria relied heavily on blood magic. Some fans believe the Dragon Lords performed rituals to control the volcanoes themselves, to harness their power, to maintain their empire. And one day, something went wrong. A failed ritual, a magical backlash, an ancient force breaking free. If true, Valyria wasn't destroyed by nature. It was destroyed by its own magic. Theory 3. Civil War. 40 Dragonlord families, unlimited ambition, unlimited power. What if the Doom wasn't an accident, but war? A hidden conflict, sorcery unleashed, dragons turned against dragons, a war so catastrophic it shattered the world itself. And history buried the truth. What remains today? Even centuries after the Doom, Valyria is still feared. Ships disappear near its waters, strange creatures are rumored to live in its ruins. Ancient magic still lingers, and the ruins remain untouched by most of the world. Even dragons once feared that land. And perhaps they remembered something mankind forgot. Valyria wasn't just an empire, it was a warning. A civilization that believed power made them gods, that dragons made them untouchable, that fire would always obey. But in the end, fire doesn't serve kings. Fire doesn't serve empires. Fire consumes everything. And maybe the greatest mystery isn't what destroyed Valyria. Maybe the real mystery is this. Did the Dragon Lords see the Doom coming and choose not to stop it? And if that's true, then Valyria didn't fall. Valyria committed suicide.